Hey everybody, welcome to this segment of AKT Celebrity Reads. I'm your host, Alexis K. Tile. I'm so goddamn tired. Kim, Kim's beautiful father, Albert, is here with the whole crew. We got the whole spirit crew here. We got the different families of Native Americans here. What is Pueblo? Where's Pueblo at? Please, I'm trying to y'all help me. I'm trying to hey baby, hey everybody. Put my Cash App link in there, hit my Cash App, make it clap, and share the video, like the video, subscribe. I don't know where's Pueblo. I don't know if it's Pueblo, Colorado, or where's another name with the word another state with the word Pueblo in it that's got dirt and desert and mountains up in it. We're dealing with Utah, Colorado, Nevada. I got dealing with Vegas and Nevada. We're dealing with Arizona. We're dealing with all of the states that border on the Gulf of Mexico. We're dealing with Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, New Orleans, swamp cities, where the swamp's at, and I'm sure there's other places y'all put in chat in here that I'm missing that got swamp land in them, where the indigenous people would live, all the so-called mud races of people of color, the original people on the planet. All these Native American tribes have stood up. Mexican, so-called black, and mixtures of Mexican and black with European and different forms of European. We got some Moors here, not the dirty. Well, it's a mixture of some dirty Moors too. The good Moors here. We got some so-called black folks from Ireland, where the Irish banished and ran the snakes out of Ireland. They was talking about black folks. Black folks were originally living in Italy and Ireland and Germany, different parts of Europe where you don't see black folks now, where they said they never been there, they don't like them. They were there first over there where Ukraine, how they were running all the black folks out of there when the war hit and they started fighting with Putin. Black people from all these different African countries were over there getting their medical education and other education. Told them they couldn't ride the bus, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Ukraine, with the white folks was leaving them there, but wanted them to join the war and get on the front line and get murdered, but didn't want them on their train with them or the bus getting out of Ukraine. These are all up now, coming out the ground and in these mountains and in these caverns around the United States and in the water towns and water world. Oh, I'm so goddamn tired, but I love it. I love Kim Daddy. He can stay here as long as he want to. I see this is just phase one here. He got some older Native American, Mexican Indian from these tribes. They warring over there. They warring down now. Got these two older women and witches in here. I got some Mexican witches in this motherfucker. Goddamn it. Some real old school brujas in this motherfucker. Yeah. They over down in here with the daddy. See. And I just showed Kim one of the daddy done gave me a whole bunch of death formulas and baths and uncrossing flow wash and put outside. I showed Kim I just finished making it in a jar. They're doing magic, goddammit. And he telling me that I need to do it, he said, because it's such a hard journey to be here on this side and be dying here because somebody's setting you up to murder you and you can hear it and know it, but they got you drugged and you can't get up and walk good, but you hear this shit when Kim and the other family members is not around. He keep pointing to this white man and he pointed up on this hospital bed. It's a chart on the side of the bed towards the bottom of the bed, and it's something else he's showing me that was underneath his hospital bed, some type of drug, paper, or package, where this man was slick, giving her daddy some shit that make the daddy heart speed up real fast till it stop, then slow down, then speed back up. Oh, Jesus. He said he had a lung infection in one of the lung. Kim, you could tell me when you get the chart, so if you know anything right now while you waiting on the chart to find out about it. Said he had a little touch of pneumonia down deep in one of his lungs down there in the lower lobe, like toward the left. It had a little yellow on it, like it might have had a little pus or infection down there in it. Said it was infection and bacteria in his blood and up in his brain, towards the back of the brain, affect his sleep, his memory, his thought pattern. Because they was drugging him with several drugs. Said his hand was swole up, finger swole up on one hand. Or it might have been both of them, but it was numb. It was cold. So it was tingling. He couldn't feel it. His nerve was fucked up in the arm, or where they had shot him or put an IV or something in the arm. Affected goddamn hand was swole, finger swollen shit. Moving down in his chest and in his stomach. They said his windpipe was fucked up. We were hard to breathe and inhale a lot of time. Say we were hungry, thirsty, and that shit down in his throat. That tube where they had down in there, said was messing up his throat, and he couldn't fucking get enough air down there. Although you thinking the person getting air, because they put a ventilator on him. He said it wasn't, and it was nasty. He said it was mucus and shit caught all up in the inside of the goddamn tube. Now, I'm sure Kim gonna listen to this reading later on, so she could tell me if anything I'm saying. Hey, Valanda, where the fuck your motherfucking ass been? Now, you know, goddamn it, we go all the way back to the beginning, goddamn it, with Sparta 300 in this motherfucker. Where the fuck you been? Well, then I know you busy with your food and drink line and shit. Got your chef outfit on, all in the video and shit. You know what I'm saying? Showing out, doing your thing, you know what I'm saying, up there in Detroit and shit. So I guess you ain't got time to talk to a bitch. Some, you know, took a break from, you know, units and things and serving all these goddamn high class white folks, goddamn it, to come over here and say hello. See, I gotta get what she had. See, she had white clients, goddamn it, that she be serving and put her goddamn it uniform and chef outfit and shit on and cook gourmet meal for white folks, goddamn it. You got to show me how to get it like that. See, I'm glad you over here. Yeah, the dad is saying this here, and something wrong with his leg. One is foot. So there was some swelling, he couldn't hardly feel it. Inflammation in the joints and all around his private area, all around his ass. You know, the soles, I see little bugs, the bed sole back there around his ass right there. That was worse than you could see because it was starting to eat into the bone. And he's showing me different fungus like parasite and bacteria where they weren't cleaning that man around his ass. And he's saying that what I think is, we were showing that to that white man playing golf. He said they are concerned about this case on the low because they don't want no legal action around Kim Daddy because they got a list of people that they've had legal action around dying in their hospital where they died under these nurses of death, wrongful drugs they done gave them and tried to cover the shit up. That's why these people need an autopsy. Let me tell you something. If you got a loved one in a hospital, they won't cure the person. They don't want to let the person out. They don't want to transfer the person to another hospital. And you feel like the person being neglected, the person die. Do not do what the doctor recommends. If they put on there, this person does not need an autopsy and they need to go directly to the funeral home or cremation, that means you need to get your own autopsy. I would not recommend. I know some people will say they don't have it, but I don't really give a fuck. You got money to do everything else. They don't have, I would put my relative on ice. Had them keep them on ice, goddammit, and find a independent doctor to do an autopsy on my loved one. I don't care if they had to stay in the freezer for months. I would not leave that to the hospital if they got a morgue down in the hospital, a coroner there, or they're going to send it to the city, anybody they connected with, because you might end up having to go and do it again because you're not going to find everything you need to find with, like you would with an independent examiner who has no allegiance and no loyalty to the hospital, where people keep coming up fucking dead and goddamn missing, and that have diseases that they feel gonna die anyway, or they want to kill them off so they can get that money for that bed. It's secret insurance policies you don't know about. They get money from the state as well, and Medicare, Medicaid, as well as the person's insurance, and they know how to write it up so if the person already sick, and they in there abusing the person, but don't nobody see it and don't nobody know it. So since the person's got a terminal illness or something, or having a problem getting well, they just gonna go on and kill them. Give them sedatives and shit. Tell you the motherfucker in a coma. Just like they told Kim, her dad was in a coma. I said, Kim, go to the hospital. Because she wanted me to light a candle. I said, no, the candle's not good enough. Kim, go to the hospital and meet your daddy. Put me on speaker so your daddy can hear my voice, to see if he comfortable with me. And she said he turned towards her and he turned towards that phone. He kept staring at that phone. And I was doing them prayers on him. She said he was looking at that phone. But her dad was laying there with his eyes closed, wasn't moving, wasn't opening his eyes, and couldn't make no sound. They had that shit jammed down that man's throat. And she said, but he turned. And she said, I put your picture up there so he could see who it was. Said, Daddy, she in Atlanta. I got her to pray for you and to help you up. And she said he was just looking, because a day or so after that, he started opening his eyes real good, because after I seen him get up, he said, I'm not dead. I'm not dying. I'm not in a coma. He said, they got me drugged. I did not know, like I said in the beginning, she got so angry when I told her that. She went and told her family. They went and confronted the doctors. They admitted this man was not in a coma on his own. They had that man in a fentanyl-induced goddamn coma. Had that man on that Neo, goddamn it. Had that man on dope. Didn't even tell them. They had that man on that shit. And that they up there drugging that man and telling them, oh, you know, he in a coma. You know, he can't help himself. He can't talk in here. I said, that's a goddamn lie. And they admitted it. She said, don't give him no more fentanyl. Don't keep on getting him a drug to induce an unnatural coma. Let my daddy see if he could wake up and talk on his own. As we kept working on it, they took the tube out and the man started trying to make sound. Like he was moving his mouth. He knew Kim. She said, hey, Daddy. And he'd look at her. She was sending me the pictures. I said, oh, girl, his eyes is open. She said, yeah. After I did what you said, and I told him he looked, he can move his head. They took that thing out of his throat. I'm surprised Kim did everything I asked her to do. And they didn't tell her, but when she asked them, they didn't lie. Okay. Her daddy's over here saying they trying to scramble, and they looking at the paperwork behind Kim and them back. And they looking at this nurse. They know they wrong. This nurse has done this to people before. And other nurses, I see a black nurse up there too. If she can find out where that nurse is that done been involved in killing motherfuckers. You know, I seen it. I got a news break article come up in my phone a few hours ago where a nurse tried to kill like 14 or 19 people here in the United States. I think they caught them before they did it. See, and then a lot of them nurses, I done told y'all, like Nipsey told me, just like them flight attendants and them pilots, a lot of them nurses go in there and take that goddamn shit. Them nurses be on duty high than a motherfucker. They be in there sucking dick, fucking each other now. Doctors fucking nurses. Nurses fucking nurses. Nurses sucking patient dick and not. Go in now, have some drug administered for a patient. Take some of it, then try to fill this shit up with a little bit of goddamn water and log it in. Or try to blame it on another nurse and say, hey, they did it, I didn't do it. And Then they have to have investigations to find out. No, it wasn't another nurse, bitch. You been up here taking this shit, bitch. You on this fentanyl, bitch. You on this cocaine derivative. You on this heroin in this motherfucker, bitch. You on Demerol. I mean, they go and say they be stumbling around and they're high. High. I have clients that's nurses that verifies this shit right here. And I'm going to go into something real quick. I'm not going to go into all her business because I'm not trying to do that. Every time I fall out with somebody, I don't like to tell. I just really hate that y'all see me go through this, but I know I'm not the only one that go through this because I didn't do anything to Shannon. Okay. I don't do anything to these people that fall out with me, and it's usually women. But they'll say I did it and that I'm lying on them and that I'm making shit up. Look, my assistant was on the phone Friday, okay? Now, Shannon was supposed to get off work Friday because I had already asked her. I say, this man been bugging me. He been bugging Kim. Kim done sent the money to get the man what he want. He want a party. And she give me $200 donation to do what he like. And then y'all was sending me donations for Nipsey and my daddy. So I kept them separate. All that money I put on her daddy. And the other money y'all sending me, you see, I got what I told you. I got the food for every person, what they wanted. And I got what Nipsey wanted. And got the flowers because I wanted like a garden. I love flowers and the candles and the effects. So Shannon brought the candles. She brought about, 12 candles. And because I had no candles, they done burnt them all out. And I was buying them and everything. She had not bought. She used to buy things and drop things off. She said she was having a hard time. She couldn't buy the food. She couldn't buy any candles. But she said she had just got paid so she could buy the candles. And while she was in the store Friday evening after she got off, I was talking to her and I said, well, you're in the Walmart and you know right now I can't get them. I got the money from Kim for her daddy. I will send you the money. Can you please, while you're in there getting the candles, get the food because I want to start preparing the food Friday to get it ready for Saturday and get the flowers and things. And so I didn't tell her about the flowers. I get, y'all know I like to get my flowers, make my own arrangements for Nipsey, and then I made them for her daddy. And I said, while you in the store, I can't drive up there and get it. And they closed my Walmart account, and Walmart has better prices, better than Publix, better than Kroger, and the store I said, so can you get them because you're inside the store? She was like, no. I said, well, I know, you can't lift everything. Can you go get your son? No, he's not with me, and I'm not going home to get him to get no groceries. That's what she said. Now she's saying I'm a liar, and she never said she wasn't gonna get them, but she did say she wasn't gonna get them, and she didn't. She only got candles, and I said, why would you in the store? Why would you get candles and you right in the store? You don't have to order the food or nothing. You can get the food in there. And if you want extra money, I'll pay you for gas. I'll pay you for picking them up or getting your son. It don't matter because I have to pay her every time she comes over here. Because every time she comes to me, it's funny how she ride around to work, ride around doing everything for everybody else. And she lives on my side of town. But when it's time for her to come to my house, oh, I'm about to run out of gas out here. So I can't get to you without no gas. And I said, that's fine. How much do you want? Well, to fill my tank up, and she gave me the amount. So it's amazing that I'm sure everybody else is not giving her gas to run errands for them or whatever she's doing, because if they was, she wouldn't always be on empty when she comes to my house. So basically when you come to my house, I have to give you enough to fill your tank up, and I don't argue about it. I just say, what is your price? Whatever your price, I tell my assistant, send her the amount. I don't haggle about money. If you say that's what you need and I really needed you to take something or I need you to do something for me, then I would always give it to her. But every time she came here, it was always, oh, I'm going to run out on the highway or I'm going to run out up the street. So I always did it with no problem because I trusted her. I don't trust people. I don't have people I trust. I don't have everybody coming out of my house like people think. It was only her coming because I hadn't met anybody else yet that I trust or found a crew to hire. So I would give it to her, right? I just never discussed that, okay? And then if she said she wants something else, you want another fee, I just really need this done and I trust you to do it. So, the people who donate, I don't mind giving it to you. So that's what I always do. So I'm saying, well, can you? She's like, well, Saturday I don't feel good. You're not having a patient. I could go to the doctor. Be there Saturday morning or Saturday morning afternoon. I said, okay. Well, can you take your son since he's going to the doctor with you? Can you go to the Walmart and let your son go in? And I said, I already bought the stuff. Well, I put it in my cart. I said, so since they won't let me use that account no more, I basically took screenshots of what I ordered and I said, I'll send it to you. And she said, no, Saturday, I'm not doing it either. She said, Saturday, I'm not going to send my son in to pick no groceries up. But she said, I lied about that. But I asked her yesterday because she called and cussed me out last night. And she was coming on my page last night telling y'all I was a liar and that I made it all up. But I asked her this, if I'm lying, do you have any receipts where you bought the groceries for me or you tried to buy them or that you did buy them or that you text me and said you would get them? That's all you got to do. And my part, I'll admit I'm wrong. I'll show her real receipt for the text message. I'll give my assistant both our text messages. Y'all can see them right now. She never texted me Friday. She started speaking to me Friday night. She was I was gonna pay her to do 2 shows for me. Cause I wanted to show the food. We were gonna eat the food and share it with them. She said her son would love to try some Eritrean food. She was gonna try some. We were going to film me honoring them and playing the music Saturday. I said, then I'll pay you. I need you to do it back to back. It's important. I'm gonna pay you Saturday for gas and any other fee you want. I'm gonna pay you extra for Sunday to come 2 days. She said she would come to 2 days. After Friday, she did not call me Saturday. She did not text me Saturday. She did not offer to go to the store while she was out. She did not call me Sunday to come over and do the show or make up for it, apologize, nothing. She started speaking to me Friday after she said, I'm not having my son to do that. So later that night around 11 something, I had my sister meet on the phone. I said, let's call her because I don't want to try to wait because, you know, the way it is with some stores, especially Walmart, since their prices are low and they have basically everything you want over there. If you don't get to them quick enough, even with a delivery, you can order it Friday night. By the time Saturday come, whatever you done place your order for, if you don't get it real early in the morning, a lot of that stuff is going to be gone. And if they can't substitute it, you just out of luck. And then I got to go somewhere else anyway and pay a higher price for it. Them T-bones and porterhouses and all that, they cheaper at Walmart. So I went, when I looked at Publix Saturday, I was so frustrated. The cheapest I found for a T-bone or porterhouse was $27. I was willing to pay for it. And my sister Mina was like, no, we're going to work this out. So I called her Friday and I had Mina on the phone. She put in the comments that I was lying and that I got mad because she was slow finding the pork shoulder for the pork carnitas. That's not really what pissed me off. I only had like 10 items. And I went to Walmart. They let me put stuff in the shopping cart, but they won't let me use that account. So I put it in the shopping cart so you can see the brand of meat, the brand of veggie, the brand of drink with what her dad had asked for. You can see the amount that I purchased and then the total. I screenshotted her everything and I sent it to my assistant as well so they could both see and that I could see. And the total was like $89, $90. Okay. I called her and I said, Shannon, since you refused to pick up the stuff when you was in the store with the candles, then you refused to go back later with your son and I was going to pay you and your son. Can you at least please do this one favor for me? Because you know I don't trust nobody else down here. I don't know nobody else down here. Can you please just then take the list I'm sending you, order it while we're on the phone. We'll cash up you right now. That's the total of the order. And at least schedule a delivery for early in the morning because you know that I cannot do it. And then Mina says, how you doing? I'm just so tired. I'm so tired. But I heard Power playing in the background because I love Power and I love White Boy Tommy. So I said, you watching Power? Girl, yeah, I got to get my fix. And I said, you just said you were real, real tired and wore out, but you watching TV and being entertained by TV. And I asked you to do this at 5 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening, and it's 11 o'clock at night. You wouldn't do it. Well, yeah, I guess I'm going to do it. So she goes to the site. She starts ordering. 30 minutes goes by. You still don't have the shit ordered. And I'm telling her and I'm describing it to her and I'm calling out the brand, but she has a screenshot of the brand. Mina got the screenshot of the brand. I got the screenshot of the brand. I don't see it. I can't find it. I said, but you're in Georgia with me. So whatever's available, you will see the same thing I see. And then I'm getting really pissed. I'm getting frustrated because it's like, you didn't even have to do me this way. And you know it's an emergency because this man needs his food and this man physically dead, can't help himself. Okay. So I'm like, we could have just avoided this earlier. Um, then she starts doing this. See, I didn't want to say this here, but see, she fucking with me and calling me all kind of names and put her friend on the three-way last night, accusing me of taking advantage of her. Okay, and told her friend that she had paid me to do work for him. He was like, "Look, you and Shanna got a problem. Does that have anything to do with me?" I said, "No, you didn't do nothing to me." She put him on the phone like a month or so ago, and he needed some legal stuff, with jail and court. I said, "Yes, I'll do it." He was very nice, very clean, polite. She said, "I take care of it. I get the money for it." But what she do is, I didn't know she had told him that. She'll come over here. Well, since I'm doing a video for you, you should just do that. And I said, no, because I'm paying you. I'm paying you. I'm not going to pay you and then pay for supplies and do work for you to help him. And then I said, really, because his problem is so bad and he's been in there for so long and his court is coming up real fast, he would need more than me to help shift this. And these people are not going to take a candle or have you shoot a video in exchange for doing all that work. So I'm not going to pay you your fee to come over here and pay you because you always say you about to run out of gas whenever you come over here. And then buy supplies and do work for you for free, and then I would have to pay other people out of my pocket because they're not finna get you to shoot a video and get them 2 and 3 candles and say that covers all this expensive work and the deep work. I said I can't do both of them. It's one or the other. Well, I want my money. I need my money. Forget. I said, okay. Well, so you give me the money to include other people in it because all these people ain't finna work for nothing. Okay. So she knew that was the agreement. She gets her friend on the phone. I'm going to get back to this. Okay. He says, well, so did I do something to you? I said, no. So you're not helping me because you're mad at her? And I said, basically, yeah, I don't, let her get somebody else to help you. But I understand that she already paid you. Did she already give it to you? And you still can't look over whatever your issue is with her to help me? I said, Shannon is lying. She never gave me $1. He said, what? I said, she never paid me nothing. She came up here Friday like she always do, begging. I want me to do something because I shot the video or my son was here, he had the camera and, I did this and and because I did that. And I gave you like 10, 11 candles. And I said, yeah, another one for your grandmother. And you never paid for the grandmother. You never paid for any rituals for her, but you was always begging me, talk to her, talk to her, talk to her, tap in, do another ritual, light a candle. You never bought anything for that. I bought that out of kindness of my heart because you always said you always crying pole mouth. But when you come over here, you always want your money. So you bought like 12 candles. She sat there when I said last night, she's a damn lie. She never gave me $1. I don't know why she told you she paid me. I never got a dime since I agreed to help you and I talked to you a month ago. He goes, but you, Shannon, you told me that you paid her. Well, no, she told me that if I bring them candles over there, that was gonna cover all the spiritual work. I said, are you crazy right now? I said, why would I do that? When I know I can't even fix that. I can't do everything needs to be done by myself in a short period of time. I said, you have a lot of problems and you've been jammed up for a long time. You need other people to also do work to be included in this. You need a coven. And I told her that, and I keep telling her that every time she come over here, she wouldn't pay the coven. She want me to pay them, but what am I going to pay them with when all she gave me was a whole bunch of candles? And she said that I agreed to that. Why would I agree to some stupid shit like that? And I told him on the phone, I said, I never agreed to that. That's stupid as hell. It doesn't. So I do work for candles and taping a video. I would never be able to eat. And I would be over here tired and beat up all the time, calling all them spirits in here. And I'd be able to cleanse myself, clean my house, uh, do all this work. And then I have to spend money buying all this equipment and supplies and shit. And I did that for a whole bunch of candles. Like it didn't, she told him that, and I didn't know she told him that. And I'm telling him no. I said it in front of her. I said, Shannon, can you prove you gave me the money? Because you're lying. And then she got quiet. No, you told me candles. I said, that's stupid as hell. Anybody out in their right mind to deal with a case this bad would tell you just drop me some candles off knowing they got to buy all this other stuff to do the rituals and get other people to help them. Who would do that? You really disrespecting me like I'm some kind of common bitch or one of your girlfriends that really you ain't no respect for me. Okay, get back to the order that night. She's acting like she can't find nothing. You're so tired, but we hear the TV real loud, so loud that's I knew what it was. And we know the show is continuing to play because we could hear the blow by blow. And then she's, I don't want to say what I'm thinking. I don't want to tell Mina what I'm thinking. What I know, I kept it to myself. And thank you, Shirley, playing mind games. And like when somebody think you need them, they'll want to kick you and fuck you around, knowing I couldn't order it. I said, Shannon, what are you doing? And who are you talking to? I was just talking to myself. And as I'm ordering, I'm reading off the names of the stuff you want. But that's why I got mad and went off. You're reading it off, but you sound like you're mumbling, like you own something. And, but I didn't say nothing. I just said, why are you talking like that? Like why you mum? I was just talking. I said, so you're talking to yourself, you're rereading the item and you're reading the company that ordered it, but you still can't see it, but you're the mum. So Mina's not saying nothing because, Mina don't know what's going on and I ain't say nothing. That's why I got mad because it was almost 45 minutes and she was doing that. And I said, if you didn't want to order it, I said, I know you was in the store today and you wouldn't even get it for me. Nor would you get your son to do it. So now I'm just begging you, would you please order it on your account on the phone? We're ready to pay you right now. I didn't ask her to get it for free. I didn't ask her to add no money to it. We're going to pay you everything right now, plus whatever you want for your fee since you didn't want to do it today. She mumbling so bad, and I'm pissed at this point. So I'm like, this man cannot help himself. This man cannot speak for himself. This man is physically dead. This man done fought to get down here to get his daughter to give me what I need for him. And you playing on the phone and you played earlier. That's what happened. That's why I went off on her. And she started talking loud to me. I started talking loud to her. I said, do you understand how serious this is to me? This is a way of life to me. This is not food that I'm just fucking around eating, telling you to order, playing 11, 12 o'clock at night on some play shit. I'm not even going to touch this food. This is for something very important. This is a death ceremony. And I need this done because this lady done kept her word to me. And the daddy's not cussing no more. I'm like, I do. It's just like I did it for your grandmama and stuff. You never had a problem doing that. And you never argued with me about that. But now I'm doing it for somebody else. And your uncle Gary, your grandmama and all that. You never had a problem with me doing that. But for some reason, I don't know what it was with this, but she did this to me. And I have a witness. So, but she called me a liar yesterday. She came on my page and started explaining to y'all what happened, which is what I just told you. But she left out what I'm telling you and said that I was a big liar. And I said, let me tell you something. Because we had just finished arguing on a text message. I said, I thought we were done with this. I'm done with you. You said what you had to say to me. And this was after she cursed me out. I'm going to get to that too in a minute. I said, if you want to try to trash me, first of all, you're not going to turn my fans against me because they know that I'm not known as a liar. Why don't you just get on your YouTube and go live, okay? Invite everybody to your page. I'm going to let you do that. I didn't erase the comment at the time. I said, you go live because you're not going to trash me on my own page when I know what happened and I have witnesses. You go over there. And if my fans want to listen to you, I'm going to let them listen to you. And then I'm going to tell them my story. See, I didn't even want to do this right now. I didn't even get into all this yesterday. As you know, you listen to the show, I didn't even get into all this. I'm trying to, be discreet with it, but I was very, very angry about it and felt very disrespected. Okay. So after I said that little bit yesterday and told y'all what happened, and I need y'all to help me buy equipment, and thank y'all for donating and helping me get it. For the people that's been donating and finding out exactly what I wanted. Because that way I will never have to go through this again. Because I'm tired of falling out with bitches. And then they'll try to say I did something to them. I'm a big liar. And that's not what I do. I'm just really tired of going through this. And I'm tired of having to tell y'all that I go through it. But I know I didn't do anything wrong. And usually when this happens, y'all see I'm very kind to people. Feed them, even if they buy food from me, and they really don't buy it. I wasn't even charging. I just said buy the groceries. I wanted to cook to see if I can follow Nipsey's recipes and people like them and do good reviews. They weren't paid to do reviews for me. If you hate it, then fine, don't do the review. What I would do is if people say they didn't like something, first of all, I talk to them and find out what they like, what they don't like, what their preferences, what their seasoning, what their taste is. It wasn't what I wanted. I would always talk to people first to find out what they flavors like. And they're like, no, I like what you like. And so I would season it after I spoke to them so they would have a higher probability of liking. I said, okay, well, buy the food. Don't pay me for the food. I was just like reviews. Everybody that tried it liked it, unless they had an allergy or something like, or they had a texture. It wasn't an allergy problem, it was more of a texture. A couple of people, and I learned that like some people don't like real thick biscuits in their mouth. Like I love thick biscuits. I love to peel the layers and put butter and jelly and honey and shit on it. Some people can't eat that because the texture of a thick biscuit make them want to vomit. They can't eat it. So like I ran into a couple of people like that, and from talking to them before I ordered the food and cooked it, I got to learn things like that, which to me is very important. A person's preferences, because you're not cooking for yourself, you're cooking for them. Other than that, nobody had a problem. So they would buy food and then, or excuse me, pay for the food, buy groceries. And then I would say, hey, Nipsey gave me a new recipe. Do you feel like sampling it? And I would just say, come get it. Or Shannon would meet them. And I would say, well, Shannon, how much do you want? I would pay her. This came up last night. I did all this stuff for you. I delivered food. I said, you got paid for it. And I came over there. I said, yeah. And let you tell you were always running out of gas. You about to break down on the side of the street, but you never broke down for anybody else you're driving for. It's just when you come over here. I paid you for that. It was time she would stand me up. I didn't say nothing about it. Time she would say she was going to drop off food. She didn't. So the past few months, 6 months, she hasn't been dropping off food. I've been paying it from my donations. I do it on my own, and including her grandmother and her uncle. She didn't pay me because she said she didn't have it. But begging me every day and crying on the phone. Talk to my grandmama. Talk to my grandmama. I did that. That was never a problem. Now, all of a sudden, this is a problem when I'm helping somebody else, but I always pay her whatever she says she wanted. So now I drop this off, I deliver food. And I was like, you know what? And I'll never ask you again. But if you're going to tell everything, why don't you tell people how every time you came, you made me pay you? I have no problem for paying what I want. And whatever I said, what's your price? I would give it to her. Either before she got here or after she got here. So I want her to come forward and say I'm lying about that, because that's not how I don't mistreat people. I never ask for, if somebody does it, if they want to do something for me, a lot of y'all that know me, you know how I am. If you do something for me, I'm going to do a whole bunch more for you than you did for me. If you just say, I just want to give it to you, I don't want nothing. You do a whole bunch for me. I'm going to go out of my way for you because you did something for me and you didn't have to do it. But to fuck over somebody, that's not what Alexis done, because I've been fucked over so much. And I knew she had an attitude about it because she stood me up and she stood the spirits up. First of all, Friday with the food. Then Saturday and Sunday, she didn't call, she didn't come by, and she still didn't offer to deliver the food. I didn't call her because I knew then I was done. And I started sensing this like a couple of weeks ago when we started the dancing. I started sensing something was off, and I started telling Mina, you know what? I think I'm going to back up, but I didn't send it to her. I ain't sending it to nobody. And so I started looking at equipment because I had a tripod delivered with Friday, Saturday, but then my girlfriend was like, no, you know there's a remote control that'll move. I said, no, I didn't. She said, girl, it's been out. I said, you know I'm slow with that tech shit. And she said, get one of them. You ain't got to have nobody mistreat you no more. You ain't got to go through this. Every time somebody come over, you got to give them this and that. They tired. They don't feel good. So you got to pay them and all that. And then to do you this way, she said, get that. And she started showing it to me. I said, whoa, damn, I didn't even know this has been out. She said, yeah, and the price is good now because it's been out so long. I said, well, I got to study. I don't have no computer and internet, but I'm seeking I do it without that and do the phone. So that's what I, started doing. And when I saw, I think that was Friday. And then when I saw Saturday, she didn't call and come. She didn't offer to order the food. Saturday, Sunday, yesterday, she didn't call and come until she heard me mention it. And this is what she doesn't know. That's why I hope she gets on here and say I'm lying. Uh, I have a witness for the phone call. I have a witness hearing me say I asked you to do this Friday. Okay, yesterday, a very intelligent woman that's a medical, she's a nurse, a high level nurse. Okay. She wanted a medical reading for me, and y'all enjoyed the baby story that I told y'all. So that she wanted to talk to me. And we were talking about that and creating, manifesting that. Okay. I was on the phone doing her reading. So I figured it because Shannon's sneaky. She didn't like that I mentioned on social media in public what she had done to me. Okay. So this is what nobody knows. I'm going to tell you now. This is what she doesn't know. That's why I hope she gets back on here on the live. I'm not going to block her and call me a liar. Okay. I was reading the lady while she was driving to the hospital. Okay. To work. My other phone started ringing. It just kept ringing, kept ringing, kept ringing. And that's the phone Queen of Fools people had been harassing me on. So I said I wasn't going to answer it. But some told me to get it. And I said, hold on for a minute. Let me get the other phone. So I went in the kitchen. I got the phone. And when I answered it, I thought it was Queen of Fools crew harassing me again. But it wasn't. It was Shannon. When I said hello, it was a whole bunch of screaming. Why you lying on me? Why you lying on me? Tell me why the fuck you lying on me? And I said, who is this? Shannon, you know what the fuck this is? You lying on me and telling them people I wouldn't get the food. And I said, but do I have it? Because the fact is you didn't get it. And you didn't process the order. You got mad because I was slow. I said, no, you was mumbling. And you could have got it that evening. You were in the store getting the candles. And you said you weren't going to make your son pick up no groceries for me. You was getting the candles. And that was it. I didn't motherfucking say that. You need to stop lying on me with your scary ass. I said, Scary? As in scared of you? Before I know that, I said, bitch, you know what I stay. Get in the car and come over here now. Since I'm scared of you, bitch. And you supposed to be doing something to me. I don't know why these bitches think I'm a scary bitch. I mean, I don't know. I said, but you know where the fuck I stay. I'm right here come over here and show me what a scary bitch I am. I'm supposed to be scared of you? What time? I said, get in the car now. Why are you on the phone talking about I'm scared with your scary ass? And show, I want to know how scared I motherfucking am. Bitch, come over here right now. And then I'm thinking, oh my God, my client is on the phone listening to this. So right now I'm heated. And I'm saying, Shannon, I'm right here. You gonna bring your big fat ass over here and whoop me? I want to see it. I want to know about it. I want to hear it. I want to experience this. Because you said that I'm a scary bitch. And I don't know who told you that. I never told you I was a scary bitch. But it seems like you take me so for granted. And you're disrespecting me now with your scary ass. And I said, oh, come show me. What time are you going to get here? Because I got to see this. I got to see this right here. I got to see you whoop my ass. And then what bothers me too, I'm older than her. And you claim you love me, you respect me so much, but you want to fight me because of what you done. You say I did something to you and I'm lying, but it's what you done. I mean, I was on the phone listening to the whole thing Friday. And her mumbling and stumbling around. All this here. Now, I'm not going to get into why, but I know why, but I ain't going to say nothing. See, the nurse, I didn't know, Shannon didn't know that I was on two phones at the same time. I said, girl, I said, please forgive me. I told my client, I said, let me call you back because I was so heated. I couldn't get off that phone. I said, you going to do this? Come on. Because I couldn't even believe now you want to put your hands on me. To me, she said she didn't threaten me. But I'm telling y'all what she said and how she said it. To me, that's what it sounded like you wanted to do. And she was screaming loud. So I hung up that phone and I told my client, I said, baby, I'm sorry. Let me call. She said, handle your business and call me back. Get off the phone and call me back. That's what she said. She said, call me back. I want you, like she wanted me to handle it. She couldn't believe what she was saying. So I got the phone and I called her back to pick up the motherfucking phone. And I said, now, are you on your way? Are you gonna come on your motherfucking way? I said, because now, since I'm such a scary bitch, I want you to make me do what you want me to do. Since I'm so scared of you, I want you to make me do it. I said, because now at this point, I will never fuck with you again. I will never do nothing for you again. And I don't want nothing to do with you. To say that shit, I said, but I want you to prove it though. I want you to prove it. I said, because now you won't make me do nothing. I won't do nothing ever for you again. So since I'm so scary, I want you to make me do it. And I'm waiting for you to get over here. What time? Because, ain't nobody putting their hand on you. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you. I ain't threatening you. I said, yeah, you did. And because you said that about me, I want you to prove I'm scary. I said, because now you'll never, ever get me to do nothing. So a few hours go by. She then puts her male friend on the phone. And he's like, did I do something to you? You're mad at Shannon. What they got to do with me? Y'all still friends? I said, we'll never be friends because my friends don't cuss me out like that and call me names and a scary bitch and all this shit. And then thinking that I'm finna forgive that and look over that after all I did for her and looked out for her. Shit, I'm not even finna mention that I did for her for free because she always said she couldn't pay me. And this is what I learned about people that say they need this spell done, they need that spell done, but they don't want to pay you and they try to pretend to be your friend and they want you to change their whole world. The more you do for them for free, they life stay the way it is or it gets worse. Why? Because they don't want to do the work. They don't want to do their prayer. They don't want to do their cleansing. They don't want to do their meditations. They're looking for somebody to dump their shit off to save them. And stuff doesn't happen for them because they don't get engaged and participate in their own healing and their own miracle working in their life. Just like I gave her prayers and meditations to do for money and manifestation, like I give people that come do readings, that come for readings, and they have a money issue or something. I'm like this step by step, and I even tell people I like the 3-6-9 method, where you're writing 3 times in the morning, speaking it and walking as is. At lunchtime, you're walking writing it 6 times, speaking it out loud, and walking as it is, only seeing it in result. And 2 hours before bedtime, you write it 9 times, and you speak it out, and you start focusing on the end result and materializing that, and then you go to sleep so you can activate the subconscious. I knew she wasn't doing that because when we called her, you're up there mumbling like you are on some, and you're watching Power. But when Mina says, how you doing? I'm just so tired. I'm so tired. But you're watching TV and you're being entertained. You got other people there with you. So I know it, we hear it. Okay. And then you don't know this lady heard it all because after she did that, I called the lady back and I said, please forgive me. I'm so sorry. And I told her what she said to me. And then she said, I did not curse you or call say nothing out the way to you. And I didn't even raise my voice until you called me a bitch. My client said, that's not true. I said, wait a minute, you heard it? Because I had on speaker. She said, when you was talking to me, I heard the phone ringing, Alexis, and you kept saying, hold on, wait a minute, hold on, because it kept ringing. They wouldn't stop calling. She said, you said, hold on, let me get the other phone and answer the phone. Thank God she called me on the other phone. She didn't know I was on my main phone doing the reading. And my client said, no, Alexis, that's not true. I'm a witness. I can vouch. She said, as soon as you said hello, I heard her screaming at you. She said, and then you said scary with your scary ass. Bitch, you know where I stay at. Come over here now, goddamn. We're going to see who motherfucking scared. She said, no, she did not start screaming when you said, bitch, you know where I stay at. She said, from the time you said hello, she said, I heard all the screaming. That's why I'm waiting for her now to put in the comments right here and to text me again and to call me a goddamn liar because this lady has no reason to lie for me. She has no, she did not know that I was on the phone on my other number live and in living color, had the lady on speaker, and I was doing a reading for this lady. And the lady said, oh my goodness. She said, now, from the time you said hello, she was screaming so loud over you. I'm trying to talk. She talking over me. And we both talking at the same time. But I got that little bit when she called me that. And I said, come on, bitch. Come on. And the lady was like listening, and she said, I've seen her, and I like, she love you and support you so much. I didn't know you was having to pay her. I didn't know she was begging for spells and she wouldn't pay you for them. She said, I never wouldn't have believed that was her on the end of that phone. If I was not on this phone with you, thank God, this lady, I got two witnesses for the two different occasions. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm sure she's listening. I'm waiting for her to call me a lie because somebody heard her. I couldn't believe she was doing it and just screaming at the top of her lungs, you ain't this, you ain't that, you a liar. And she don't know. I left the lady on the phone long enough to hear this shit. She said, I heard the whole thing. She said, you didn't even get a chance to say that to her, but hello. She said, as soon as you said hello, you hear her screaming and calling you all this stuff. And I said, you heard? She said, yes, I did. I'm willing to vouch for it. Then after that, a couple of hours go by. She didn't put the guy on the phone. She didn't tell him what she had just done. She didn't tell him what she had been doing since Friday. She told him, I used her. I took advantage of her. She paid me. I can't believe she did that. A liar. I paid her. She paid me. And I didn't do the work. And he calmly said that he don't know. He was very relaxed. He said, well, y'all, can work this out. I said, we never will, sir. Not after what I said. She cussed me out. Called me a scary bitch. And said I was a big liar. He said, well, but still, what does that have to do with me? Because I understand that she paid you. I see the type of person I am. You make me mad and you disrespect me. I don't care if you paid me $5,000. What I'm going to do is have my assistant give you a full refund and stay away from me. Don't ever contact me because now you got the evil twin. See, now you have knocked on the door and woke up the dark-sided Sagittarius. She gives no fucks. And that bitch is straight on that Lucifer shit. So you now have woke that up in me. And now that's what I want to do. So since I'm feeling heated like that, and I didn't say nothing to you like that, I didn't disrespect you, I didn't call you a scary bitch, and you scared this and that. I didn't take your money because she didn't give me none. She gave me some goddamn candles for all that work. And I did not agree to that. She told him that she had paid me money. And she doesn't have any proof that she paid me money because she never did. And I said on the phone, I said, let her show proof that she gave me some money. Did she send you a receipt? He said, no. I said, because she's lying. And she was sitting there quiet when I said, she's a goddamn liar. She never gave me one United States dollar or no dollar in any currency, not a quarter, not a penny. She never gave me no money. I don't know why she lied to you. And he was like, but can we still work this out? So then she's texting me going, well, thank you, because now you got us arguing. I said, no, darling. You have you all arguing. You called him and told him what happened, that I don't fuck with you. And then she gets him on the three-way trying to get him to diffuse the situation, still lying on me. He's like, I understand you have. And I said, I understand. I fucking don't. I don't know why she would tell you that. I never got a dime. So you have not been getting any work from me because she wouldn't pay for it. She gave me some goddamn candles and taped a video that I had to pay her to come over here and tape, and said, because you taped a video of me dancing, calling the spirits, and because you gave me a few candles, like 10, 11 candles Friday, that's your payment. And she said, yes, she did. She told him, yes, she did. she told me that all I had to do was give her some candles and do her video. I said, you are a goddamn liar. I said, so what does that mean? You give me candles, no money, and you wanted these other people involved. So how are they going to get their money when you didn't give me none? I'm also supposed to dig in my pocket and pay all of them. Because you wouldn't give me nothing. And I said on the phone, I said, why would I be stupid enough to do some shit like that? Because it's not my case, it's your case. But you don't want to pay me nothing for it, and I'm supposed to pay everybody else. And you pay me with some candles? How disrespectful is that? And this person has a serious case, a real bad case, and you're playing with this man's life, and you're telling him that I'm playing with it because you have worked and you took your money and you gave it to me. And I said, she never gave me a dime. And I would never be stupid enough to take some candles in exchange for that type of case and then to pay others with what money I would have to earn. And it's not my case. It's not my situation. I just really couldn't believe that she put him on the phone. And this man is actually saying this to me. And she knows that what she said to him is not true. But clearly the spirit or something made her get on the phone and let him say this to me. Because I'm hearing it and I'm like, that's not true. Why would you? He demanded that she put him on the phone to get to the bottom of it. He said, look, I need help. And instead of you focusing on what's going on with her and you, what about me? And I said, there is no you and me at this point. I don't owe you anything. Because what she told she gave me, she never gave me. He said, well, why did you tell me that? And I said, you know what? I'm going to get off the phone. I'm going to let y'all handle this. He said, I can't. No, 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 no. He said, oh, please don't do this to me. Don't do this. What she did, that's not me. He said, please don't do this to me. And he said, I can't really hear you. Let me try to hear her. I'm trying to hear the background. I'm trying to hear you. I really want to understand. I said, all you understand is that she lied. So I hung up the phone. I said, I'm done. I can't believe she just lied on me again and said that I'm the one that's a liar. So she calls back on the three-way. I refuse to answer. She calls back again, because this man is now panicking because he's found out what she said. She blamed on me and I gave her the money. He found out I never got a dime. So he's scared because this hearing's coming up in November. And she's telling him, I got it. I took care of it. I paid. And I said, no, I didn't even know. I wish I knew she told you that. You could have called me directly, but I guess she didn't get any number. So, because people call me from jail all the time. So I was just like, I'm going to get off the phone now. Yes, September, Virgo. So I'm going to get off the phone because what she said to me, I'm done. I'm done. And she then texts me. So the insults now are gone. So now she's talking like she normally do. You're not doing good business. This is bad business. What you doing? I said, no, I'm not doing bad business. You are, because I never received any money from you and I would never take a candle. Because this man could end up getting more time. Why? And I know that's a serious thing. Why would I tell you, knowing it's a lot of things have to be done, things have to be bought, that you think all I need is a goddamn candle? I'm not stupid. You're talking to me real stupid and reckless and disrespectful. You don't respect me at all to say that. Well, so how much do you want and how much do they want? And I said, I don't owe you anything. And at this point, you don't owe me anything. Since you said, I said, that's what I can't get out of my mind. Since you said that I'm such a scary bitch, I don't know why you want a scary bitch working on something for you anyway. But since you said that I'm a scary bitch, I'm going to make you prove it. I want you to make me do these rituals for you, for some candles. That's what I want you to do. Since I'm so scared of you, And you said it with your scary ass. You need to stop saying that. Just stop. I don't want to argue no more. I said, no, 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 no. I can't get it out my mind. When somebody calls me that, I said, I don't know. I don't, but clearly a part of you must believe it. So I'm going to make you prove it. I'm telling you no. I'm telling you, you never gave me no money unless you can send me a receipt from PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, Venmo. I haven't gotten a receipt because she didn't give it to me. She didn't give me no money. If you can prove that, then I'm obligated and I'm going to give it back. I know you didn't. You know you didn't. But since you say I'm so scared of you, I'm going to make you prove I'm scary. And I want you to make me do it. Because at this point, I'm not doing nothing for you. But scary bitches will do whatever motherfucker intimidate them to do because they scary. So I want you to prove that I'm one of them. Because now it's a wrap. You ain't got to do this, and I don't want to argue. Just tell me how much they want, and I. You really think that I'm going to refer you to somebody I know after what you did to me from Friday to Sunday, what you said to me, and she don't know at the time other people heard it. I didn't even call her back after Friday night. I didn't cuss her. I didn't say nothing to y'all until she did what she did yesterday. And I said, did you tell him that you cussed me out? And called me a scary bitch and all this, you scary ass, this and that. And she didn't say nothing. And he got quiet. He was like, huh? Well, y'all can work past that. I said, no, we cannot. I'm not going to work past that to help you. You should have thought about all that. I said, but I know you didn't know. But you know now. And because you know her, I'm not helping you. So it's plenty of people you can find. Find your own people, because now I will not share my people. How do I look at this point? Giving her a referral to somebody I know and that I trust and that trusts me. After what you did and the shit she said and the way she said it, like I'm some ghetto, low level bitch that you can just talk to me any kind of way, beat my ass, disrespect me, and threaten me. Now it's, look, let's just put that behind us. I don't want to argue. I ain't saying nothing else smart to you. I don't want to talk about that. I didn't mean that. And why you keep bringing up I called you scared. And I said, because I want to prove it. I want you to prove it. I want to know. Because that has totally blown my mind. I said, so no, I'm not going to ever forget that you said it. And I don't know where it came from. But I want you to show me though. And that's the only way you're going to make me do something I want to do, is that I'm a scary bitch. I said, because it's a no. It's a no. I didn't disrespect you like that. And you did it to me. You kept doing it. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you ignored me. You never called. You never came over here. You never tried to make it right. Well, I thought you was going to call me. I said, why would I call you after what you did to me Friday evening and then late Friday night when Mina was on the phone? Then to escalate it yesterday. And to say what she said, and thank God I have a witness. That's why I want her to say I'm lying. I want her to tell y'all her story, because I have a lady that is willing to vouch for me and what she heard Shannon do on the phone. She heard it all until I said, I'm so embarrassed. I'll call you back. I don't want you to hear no more. She heard her. Yes, Latoya. And see, it's not just me. Most women that are doing things and spiritual things are getting along people. I'm not the only one that goes through this. They just probably don't tell you about it. But we see drama, even with rappers getting along, singers getting along, love and hip hop. That kind of shit just happens. It's just, it's just a part of life. And you have to just learn to screen people and watch them when you start noticing shit. Because I told my sister a few weeks ago, I said, I'm noticing some things that I don't like. And I noticed little things she's saying that, and the way she's acting, that I said, you know what? I'm going to secretly start looking for somebody else to film me. I'm going to look for how to learn how to do my tech stuff and get my own equipment, because I'm getting a funny feeling here on the low about this here. And she said, yeah. I said, And I didn't discuss it. Now I said, you remember I told you that, Mina? A couple of weeks ago, I was feeling this right here, and then Mina said she was feeling it too, and she was noticing a little shit. And so, what she didn't know was I peeped it, and I secretly started preparing because I knew we was gonna come to this moment where I was just gonna ease away, and I knew it was getting cold, and I basically gonna have room in my house because I have still have my stuff packed up for moving. I don't want to unpack it. I have a small condo. It's an older condo. All the rooms are small. It doesn't have that much square footage. And then I have my hair supplies. I have my raw products to make hair products, skin products, all my stuff. I like to keep my stuff stocked instead of not having it. If I have to talk to somebody, I have to order it. I got all my raw materials in here. Those are in boxes. It looks like basically a mini warehouse. So I have no rooms free. So Nipsey said, well, go outside and do it on the porch and do it on the sidewalk. I love it. I love nature. I'll get out there in the hot. I'll get out there in the cold and dance with the spirits. It's my passion. That's how much I love it. And I see y'all loved it. Me just doing it ghetto style, hood style. In the foyer, on the porch, and the goddamn dirt out there on the sidewalk, barefooted and shit. And so I knew as soon as it gets colder, oh, I can't come and it's cold outside. I got sick because you had me standing outside. Fine, I'll stand out there now. I knew it was going to be an excuse. So I said, let me get ready. I'll stand out there in the cold. It don't matter to me because I know how to detox and take care of myself to keep from getting a cold. Because cold don't really make you cold. Get flu and shit is bacterial. It's virus, bacteria, fungus, whatever. It's not the actual cold itself because there's people that live in colder temperatures than us that don't get sick. So I knew I was going to have to end up doing this by myself and then meet better people. And see, that's what I have affirmed to do. I'm really not angry about the situation. I don't like the way she talked to me. I don't like the way she treated me. And so that has got my blood boiling. So I just won't talk to you no more. But other than that, I'm not angry about it. Why? Because I understand, and I understand that spirits, when you're doing things for them or your life is supposed to go a certain way and you off track or you dealing with the wrong people to really get your blessing, they'll block your blessing where you need to go. And spirits will actually, because a spirit can be around you, a person, the soul of a person that you happen that physically died or one of your ancestors, and they don't like the person that you fucking with, but you might not know that they don't like them. And they'll create drama. They'll make the person turn on you. They'll make the person do something to rub you the wrong way for you to see things that you don't see or that you don't want to accept. Well, I need this person and I don't have nobody else I trust. Then you won't do it. They'll make the person create a real nasty blow up or get real hard-hearted toward you and real arrogant towards you to make you snap. Because it's like, bitch, I told you to leave this motherfucking nigga alone to get this bitch out the way. Because this bitch is here and act like she down for us and what you doing and the spiritual agenda. The bitch is not. The bitch is not. So we're going to keep on because we're not at peace with her and we don't like the energy. They'll create a situation and they'll block you from getting where you need to go while you fucking with people that they know in the long run, if you get bigger and you do more successful things with them, they're going to take more of your money and create more drama and create legal issues. Because I was actually talking to her about doing a management and partnering together, doing these types of shows and shit. I know then, I know now, this person's not good at handling business. You disrespect me because I'm nice to you. Clearly, you thought I was weak. You called me a weak bitch. You called me a scared bitch. You think you can do me any kind of way because I'm kind to you and nobody. I said, you know what? See if you will find somebody else to do spiritual stuff for you for candles and some gas money in a video. Because I know for a fact, anybody that's serious about their craft and have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars studying for years or just have natural abilities to do this, spend a whole day every day. This is my life every day, every night. It's not going to have to buy supplies, call spirits, do work for you for a few candles on a goddamn video. But good luck with it because I doubt you'll find it. And if you find somebody that does that for you and asks you to get them $10 or $15, your friend will still be in jail because that's not somebody that's serious about making this happen because that stuff like that and the different work you got to do is very expensive and the type of spirit you have to call is very expensive and they're not going to be able to get what they need for $10 and $20. But it's clear that's what you're looking for. Some basement bargain, damn bootleg motherfucker that did so you feel like you get something for nothing. And when you do that to spirits, you're going to get exactly what you pay for. Nothing. So I'm done with that. But let me, so that said that to get back to Kim's father. Kim daddy done start giving me these formulas. I took a picture, I sent it to her, and he told me to tell her the formula she needs to get. He said, because it's so hard when somebody murders you and when you're sick and you're in between worlds, but your body, you kind of suspended in the body or trapped in the body, but you're suspended in animation when they drugging you, they're abusing you, but your family think you're in a coma. He said there were demonic curses put on him. The nurses in there into the cult, it was demons and dead folks walk in the hospital, dark entities where they have been murdered and spirits took their soul in there. He said, so it was hard for me to transcend. Just like I said, a baby moved through the death current to find the life portal and come in to be born on Halloween and Day of the Dead holiday week. It's the same way he said you move through those portals, and a lot of times demonic entities, negative entities. He said a lot of times just having dead people, physically dead people in your house can be negative and block you and cross you up. He said not because they want to, but the energy is so dark and so dense and so heavy. A lot of these people are wondering. They've been wondering. They could be wondering for 100 or more years, tormented and tortured because nobody spoke to them. Nobody had an ancestor altar to them. Nobody lit a candle to light their way. Nobody did prayers and uncrossing for them and remove curses off of them, fed them. So they're wandering in darkness. They don't even know where they are. They're not in a heaven or a hell. They're just in a sunken place. They're in a dark place in their mind trying to work through what happened to them and hadn't resolved. He's like, so like you got all this stuff going on over here. You got all these fools. I brought a group of people. He said some of them energy is so dark and filthy, got a lot of like smoke and fog and dense energy and cursed energy where they were murdered by Europeans and slavery or murdered by each other and have curses on the bloodline for them fighting each other and casting each other and other people doing it. He said that's now in your house and around your house. He said that's with anybody that deals with a lot of heavy Santisa Muerta energy and deals with the dead, that people like to come around them and ask them for help and talk and feed them past their messages. He said they don't mean to do it, but because of their circumstances and their situation, they'll create a heaviness. And I'm so tired because I can literally hear them when they come in the door, when they go out the door, when they talking. I know when they're at the altar. I know when her daddy's moving around, like her daddy walked around the house. He checked on me the other night to make sure I was okay. And then he's worried and he's like, I got to find a way to get justice. He said, Alexis, you need to clean this house immediately. You need to keep it clean. He said, offer this to anybody else that's doing this type of work, or they just want to do it for their own personal love, want to set their own personal altar up, because he gave me, and it's amazing, I have these bath crystals, and he said, make it red. He said, I want this one predominantly red. I said, why? He said, because I'm at war. This is war. And he showed me a Mexican death ceremony mask that had the face of a jackal and the face of a jaguar. And I looked it up on Google to see what I could find, and try to find more about it. That jaguar death mask dealing with war and fighting, domination, dealing with enemies. So these cat masks, who does that sound like to me? Nipsey. Because the jaguar, which is the other side, I'm getting chills all over. The jaguar, what's the other side of the jaguar? The puma. The puma cat. The Black Panther, and I thought it was a panther, but it's a puma. I didn't know it. Like, why Nipsey coming here and these cats and these lions coming here, goddamn it, these Black Panthers coming here, until people start showing me this is why, Alexis. He in the racks in the middle video in front of the goddamn Puma jet. The Puma painted on the goddamn airplane with the tail curl up. He got on some Puma clothes, Puma shoe, the cat on there. This man was so serious about this shit and manifestation and visualization and writing down his desires to manifest them. These archetypes are in this man's aura, done bonded with him, mind, body, and soul, and following him in the underworld, along with Anubis, and he is now Osiris and Horus. So he's traveling like this. Elegua and Anubis, I said, I got a whole zoo in this motherfucker, but it's these cats. Then I'm seeing that her daddy is telling me on the Mexican side of Mexican black magic and witchcraft, because he got some witches in this motherfucker. The older ones who wanted the porcanitas and the beef barbacoa, the witches wanted the Pope. They really wanted the head and the cow head and shit. And I asked Kim, but I said, one of the older women that's with him said she want to dig a hole out there in my front yard in the dirt and put the meat down in there and steam and cook the meat down in the hole for the weekend. She said, I know what you're talking about. When they would cook the cow head, she said, my older ancestors that really knew how to make it, the beef barbacoa, they put the cow head, the tongue, eyes, the whole head down in there. She said, but some of her relatives told her they seen one of the grandmamas make it on the stove, the whole head in the pot, and deep, I guess pressure cook it and stuff. And she shred the meat down. She said, so good. Like, oh, so good. And I said, that's what she want to do it old school. She said, no, I want to do it in your yard. That's a witch. They in here with her daddy. I love every minute of it, bitch. I'm here for all of it. So I thought about what has occurred the weekend. And I said, I see why them spirits in here is keeping up shit, because this done blowed up on me the whole weekend. And what she's telling me to do was see the message from my grandma. What she said, the grandma ain't saying half, not even a little bitty piece of what Kim dad is saying. Kim daddy mind is brilliant and wide open. Things he already knew that he heard from. He was dealing with some high-ranking cartel members that love him, that do anything for him. He met in prison. He knew outside of prison that'll do things for him. Mexican gang members, as well as, real high level mob figures and drug dealers and people that, into the occult and ask for protection so they won't get caught and go to jail. So her father knew about the occult stuff as well as the medical practice stuff. And I don't know what he talking about, Bilderberg and trilateral. I'm like, goddamn, daddy. Now see, now you really on my kind of goddamn shit, and you over on Nipsey shit and my daddy shit. Goddamn, I mean, your ass blending right the fuck in. So he preaching, which is what I told y'all yesterday. Then I woke up today. I said, I'm not as tired, but goddamn, I'm tired. Excuse me, I got hiccups. I don't woke up, went to sleep, woke up, went to sleep again last night. So tired, out of my mind. I couldn't even wake up. I didn't know if I was asleep or awake. Goddamn it, the shit was so heavy, like a trance, and the witches was down here casting spells. And I woke up today and said, look, get up right now and go downstairs. I want you to put this mixture together. And I need this red crystal bath. I got red and blue right now. He said, I want you to get them herbs you got in that bag right there. I want you to crumble them up and put them on top of it. He said, that's one of them I need you to order. He told me when we have some Florida water and a cascarita, and which is a ground eggshell, the cascarita. And he said, I'm going to tell you what. And he said, tell my daughter I want her to have this, this, and that. And so I said, Kim, before I go on, your daddy said you need to go over there at the Botanical and you need to get this, because you got to do the uncrossing in the house the way I do, so we can open the way of it. And so it could help them not block his case, because they're trying to already hide and maneuver to fix these papers up on the corporate side of that goddamn hospital. And I think that's one of the white men I saw too playing that golf, because they got a feeling that some shit may go on with this and all these cases that they got, that they trying to bury, because it's a dark energy on the other cases. He's showing me about 10 cases. And the dark energy means, he said, they pushed it down on a file. Like they don't expect nothing happening. The family just going to go away. Or they secretly quiet as it kept them, paid some of them family members off, not to send in and sign an NDA. He said, but with my case, it's a lot of light getting ready to be shed on my case. He said, and they're going to try to block it. And they scared if they open up Kim daddy case and Kim them open an investigation on it, it's going to then go back and pull light on the other 10 cases that he mentioned to me that was questionable, that they put in a file and try to hush them up and feel like the people were dumb and unintelligent. They just go away because they ain't got the money to fight or whatever. So he said, look, you got to open it down here, because I'm going to come down here. He gave me all these things I got to make. So, and he said, offer them to people that want them, because you helping me. This shit's so off the chain. What you said, Tiffany, he been picked that up and they didn't want him to tell. You see what I'm saying? So you see what they did? They tore up all hell down here and made me remove the obstacle to the path. And he said, you got to clean this filthy energy out. And he gave me one to go outside where you don't boil it and then you throw it out. I got to throw it out there around the house. All y'all can do it. I'm going to give it to all of you. He told me, and the witch told me, they said, we got to protect you first because that can cause a lot of problem with all these people and a lot of these demonic entities that can cause the death of these people that are in here that people think they just died mysteriously, came up missing or drowned, and they're coming up out the water. And we need to do the Native American powwow. If you got Native American in your family, I don't care what group of Native American it is, as well as your other ancestors, they walk in now, they come to people's house. They come to people's door, they whispering and shit. And so that's why I said, God damn, this was a blessing in disguise. Because after she did that to me and said that shit to me, I woke up and the daddy said, get up. So I brushed my teeth, washed up clean, combed my hair. He said, go downstairs. I want you to put this together. I'm going to give you these things. You need all these things. I need you to write it down. He just bam, bam, bam. I said, God damn it, Daddy, that minute. He said, yeah. You got to do one for inside of your flow to clean the house, one for outside. He said, and another one is for your bath. So the stuff ain't got him for the bath, he told me, but I told his daughter. And I'm going to tell y'all, I ain't going to hold it back. But some of this stuff, like y'all come to me and y'all empaths and you hear and speak to the dead or your ancestors and you want to clear and open your eyes and stuff up to see better, dream better. You do a consult with me too. I got it. I just right now I got to figure out how to get it to you because I don't have the internet here to set up the accounts yet for the postman to pick it up at my door. So I got to get somebody to help me figure out how to do that. And I can't leave to ship it to you. I don't know nobody I trust to ship it to you. But to be honest with you, I really don't want nobody touching it, I'm going to have to consecrate it and put it in here and put it in the box. I know they can pick up the box, but the actual inside, I don't want them to touch it. He done gave me the formula, the oil and shit, just like Nipsey did. This whole blend. I mean, man, god damn. I mean, I know Kim didn't know her daddy was like that. I didn't know her daddy was like that. But see, he got these witches on him now that have been with him that he clearly wasn't tapping into and really getting into spirituality things. They are right up under him now, and he can hear so good. He can see so good. He said, Kim, I'm coming to your house. Tell my daughter I need to be in and out of there. This going to help her tap into me. Tell her what I told you to get. And see, your house got to be clean. Her house got to be clean because I'm going to go back and forth and I'm going to tell her things. I'm going to tell you what I want her to do and to write down. Oh, boy. So, in a way, this is like a blessing in disguise. Because I didn't know the daddy was built like that, goddamn it. He didn't know he was built like that, but he didn't know he had these ancestors on him. They've been trying to reach him and speak to him. His whole life, he been blocked, with something in lifestyle that he now regret. But the dad ain't going nowhere and he ain't leaving Kim. So he said, we are at war. This is war. That's why I make them crystals right there red. So when people have to deal with this and have somebody come in their house and they've been killed that way and it's a lot of obstruction in their life, he said that's like a war cleansing where you bring the negative out of there and you open the way for the ancestors to come in and help you to fight for the person and to stop you from being choked and attacked and blocked in there because you got all that dead, heavy, dark energy from certain entities that are in there on the person that was murdered. So he's telling me, and I said, wow, oh boy, see, this is another part of that vagina power church. That pussy popping and shit. You see what I'm saying? Because this thing coming here, start doing that pussy dance. And that's why I really want to dance to him some more this weekend. So we got to, y'all, continue to donate if it's on your heart to donate so I can buy all my tech stuff. And I can dance to him and y'all could feel it and do libation while y'all see me doing it on the screen. Y'all can tap in. Y'all can join in. I'm trying to teach y'all. I'm doing it in a fun and entertaining way, but I'm trying to teach y'all while I'm here and while I had a time because I'm so tired. And I really just want to back away from this here. On this level, I'm tired of the bullshit and the drama. So I'm going to give you what I can. Then I think I'm going to just keep it moving. I mean, because a lot of y'all don't really appreciate it anyway and don't like to donate and support what I do. And then on top of that, dealing with these bitches, dealing with these niggas, being harassed all the time. And I'm just trying to do what the spirits brought me here to do. But I realize war, disagreements with people, that's just a part of the game. And you just become stronger, you become wiser. And what you do is, like I have to learn to do, get rid of drama fast. Get it out your life. Say what you're going to say. Let them say what they're going to say. Do what you're going to do. Let them do what they're going to do. Leave it alone. Don't let them come back. Because she's done something similar to this. It just wasn't as bad as it was this weekend. Wasn't as bad. But the disrespect, the slick mouth, and then you turn around and wait for a little while, then apologize, then I took her back in, and I can't do that no more. This is life and death for me fucking with these spirits over here. And they will do something to somebody for fucking with me. And they will do something to me for disobeying them. And that's one thing I told her, I'm going to sit right here till you get over here. I said, go, one thing I know. You put your hand on me. I said, first of all, I don't know why you think I won't hit you back and fight your ass. I don't even know why you want to do that to me. But okay. I said, I'm going to do that. We're going to fight each other. I'm not going to let you do that to me. I'm not scared of you. And second, you do that, I guarantee you, you won't raise your hand to beat nobody else up because you will be cursed for hitting me, slapping me, and I'm gonna go fight you back. But still, you're gonna pay for that because I'm their servant, and I ain't did nothing to you for you to do that and for you to say that. So clearly, you got some type of animosity or rage against me that I don't know because it's the first thing. Like you finna come over here and I'm scared of you and all that shit, and you're just scared. I said, oh, see, I can't get that out my head that you said it. And I will never get it out my head that you said it. So I want you to prove it. I said, but one thing I do know, you won't have no good luck for doing nothing like that. But I'm going to sit right here and I'm going to let you come over here and do it. Ain't nobody putting their hand on you. I was just talking and all. I said, okay. Okay. I'm just letting you know that you can. You can. But you going to regret it more than I do. I just couldn't. And the lady heard it and couldn't believe it. But look at the gift I got this morning. Well, look at the gift. I said, I'm going to let you go. And we not going. You felt the need to disrespect me and go that low and do me like that. I'm going to let you go. And I never want to talk to you again. And then that's when she, I didn't mean that. And, well, you think you can go on and help me. He wants you to do it. And I said, I didn't answer last night. And this morning I got up, I say, I think it's best that you find your own spiritual people that you trust to handle this for you because, with the stuff she said and the way she did, she'll block my blessing. The spirits don't like her. After they seen it in her heart. And they started warning me like a week or two ago to get ready. And they heard this and they seen, and she was so angry because you told people on social media, but you really did do it. You're a liar, a goddamn liar. And the spirits heard it all. And they said, no, this lady will be a problem. And actually the rage she felt and the stuff she said let me know that she wanted to physically hurt me. I didn't understand it. But I did what they said. And I said, I'm going to let this go. I don't want to talk to you no more because this is not the first time you did. I'm not taking you back again. You can't come back. You can't apologize. You can't talk sweet now. Thank you, Tiffany. So when I woke up and I heard her dad said, get up. I got some things I want you to do. I need my daughter to do it. And I want you to share this with people that feel like they need it. And I'm going to show you what to use and how to use and why to use. Dad started running down. I said, oh, let me take my ass downstairs. And that's what I did. So I don't have the supplies yet to do all the jars, he told me. He said, but they're war magic. They're war magic jars, and there are spells associated with them. And his female, the Brujas, have it. They're going to tell me, so, oh boy. I'm going to just try to get myself together, y'all. It's going to take me probably a couple of weeks because I got to wait for the other things to get here. I don't have them. But as I go, every time I make a formula, he said, I'm going to show it to you because some of them you have to boil. Some of them you don't. You could just sprinkle. And some of them you're going to have to, like you can take a regular bath. That's what I tell people. So you won't waste your herbs and stuff going down the drain with your bath. Take a regular good scrub, clean yourself off. Then you could boil your herb. Take that water, put in a spray bottle. Before you go to bed, spray it on you, your head, everything, let it dry in. Get up, you got to take a shower the next day. Let it dry. Spray your body down. Let it dry into your skin. That way you walking and talking with it. You got spirits on you, see. Put your little perfume you want to. Get dressed. Cologne. Go on about your day. Because they're not going to smell. The herbs I'm telling you for this, for uncrossing protection and hex breaking, he gave me all good shit. You boil them, and then you also put them in your floor washing outside your house and on your porch. You know, it's good for you to go to sleep at night because you don't know who come up there or what spirit trying to come up there to get in the house that somebody's sending while they think you sleep doing magic on you late at night after midnight and 5 a.m. You put you some salt out there as much as you want on your porch and right at your threshold right there. So it can absorb anything during the night. And when you get up, you take your first pee. You keep your jug or something in there by the toilet. When you get up, I don't care how much you're tight, squeeze your muscles because you want to keep them tight anyway. Your first piss in a jar, whether it's a bottle or a plastic jug or glass. You go down now, you put some water in it to cut it so it won't be stinking down there. Just a little tip I'm finna give you. You pour that down now. You get you some hot water and you pour it with it and you sweep that salt with your piss and that water out away from you and away from the porch. To send it back. Anything anybody send to me, I return to you 3 times 3. I read them Psalm 35, 37, 91. That's a little tip right there. So you want more shows like this, and I'm putting little tips out there for you. You donate, and that's what I'll do. I ain't gonna tell you all of it on here, but we'll do them kind of shows if that's what you want. And let me take a break. Baby, it don't matter. Child, just sit up, go to Walmart or go to the dollar store and get you a whole bunch of goddamn cheap table salt. All that special shit and pink Himalayan and kosher crush and all. Nobody give a fuck about that shit. Some regular damn salt. Now I'm trying to keep this simple, goddamn it. Oh, I got mine from the Himalayas and I got some sea salt and crush. I'm not gonna forget some goddamn cheap damn table salt and just start stocking it up, goddamn it. Let's not make this difficult and expensive. We giving them on that strong, solid yellow piss. That's what you want. Huh? Because you don't know what's going on while you sleep. A lot of y'all don't even know if you got up out your body or if you dreamed or where you went or who in your house. You don't even know. When you wake up. That's why you need to activate that shit before you go to sleep. Well, it's up to you. You want to use all these different salts. Look, I'm just trying to keep it simple. I ain't into all that shit. Trying to make it difficult. It got to be this one. It got to be from this country. It got to come out the sea. It got to come out the damn mountains up there where they did some Tibetan chants on it with the monks. This shit ain't that deep. That's some cheap salt. And show you how to charge it and activate the shit. It's not that serious. Shit. You ain't got to spend a lot of money doing what the fuck I'm telling you. But that's what y'all want to do. Y'all do that. I'm just trying to keep it simple because I know what to do. And just keep it simple. All that expensive shit, you ain't got to do that. And keep some Florida water in the house. And the cascarilla, the eggshell. That's for protection. You put that all around the corners and stuff. But we got to consecrate it first before you put that down. And do the cleanse with the bath and the ritual. Hit my cash up, make it clap. That's right, Jaheim. Keep it simple. You ain't got to spend all that money. And then a lot of them herbs like the cinnamon for the money. You put the cinnamon in your incense, rub your money down with it. We're gonna keep this simple. A lot of the same herb you cook with and eat with, you do your magic with. It's really not heavy. You're making it difficult, and I don't want to make it difficult. Thank you, baby. That's right, Jaheim. Simple shit. You go in there and sprinkle in your food to give it seed. You can do the same thing. Basil and cinnamon is good for money. Hmm? Little sugar. A little honey. We're gonna get into these things. Okay. I've been on here a while. I'm sorry. I've been on here out. I'm gonna be back, y'all. Let me get myself together. I just wanna thank y'all for donating to me, baby. The ones that have, and thank you for the ones that are going to when you can. And we'll go somewhere much deeper now as we're going into the New Year's and when these holidays with these things occurring. Because y'all have asked me to share. And so as long as y'all don't mind being kind to me and donating, we're going to start doing these series, okay? While I'm learning the tech savvy stuff. So everything happens for a reason. I love y'all. I'll talk to you soon, babies. And y'all just put your desires in the comment. What type of magic you want to go over? The basic, the rituals and stuff. Money, love, uncrossing, dealing with the dead, and elevating your consciousness. Because them dead, them physically dead that are yet still alive, the actual soul, the strongest part of them, they will come in there and they will blow your mind. In a sense of opening you up. Okay, Mina, they said the Cash App not working. I don't know if it's not working for them, but it must be because she said she's received donations. So that's right, Tiffany. Um, she said it does work. You'll see a blue candle on there, lit. So I don't know why you all are having an issue. Hopefully it can be resolved, or you contact them because we're not having an issue on our end, and we only have one Cash App. She's put the link here. Or you can go to my website, alexiskttyler.com, and there's a donate button through PayPal. Y'all can do that, so there's another option. Okay. Anyway, I got to get myself together. I'm exhausted. I ain't even had anything to eat. So I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon. And like I said, put your comments down there. Put what you want me to share. We're going to go over basic things, not heavier spells, because if you haven't done basic, you can't do the heavier. So what you do is we'll keep it really simple because I want you to understand. I want y'all to start experimenting and trying and give me your feedback. It's fun. It's really fun. The most simple and the easy, and get your candles. We're doing the candle magic. We did the herb magic. That's what you want to start with, keeping it simple. Thank you, Blue Hippie. Blue Hippie said work for them. They had no problem with it. So I'm gonna wait to hear what y'all gotta say and what areas you want to go in, and I'm gonna take you there. And I think it'll be fun and interesting since y'all want to learn. I have glad so many people are interested. And then for the heavier things, we'll have to do some of those privately and the chants as well. Okay, so I love y'all. Let me get myself together. I'll be back soon.